Welcome everyone. Welcome back to Cooking with Chrissy, and today we are going to make avocado egg salad. It's amazing, okay? So to get started, let's talk a little bit about how to cook our eggs, or how you want to cook our eggs. I used to do it traditionally in water in a pot on the stove. However, I got this amazing little gadget, this little top right here. It's like the perfect little egg cooker. You could find it on Amazon. I'll link it below. It's just simply amazing. It cooks eggs in probably around 8 minutes, depending on how you like them. Hard boiled, about 8 minutes. And they're to perfection every time. So you don't have to worry about them not being to perfection in the water. However, if you would like to do them and you don't have this little gadget, you want to get this later, you can do them in a boiling water. So put your eggs in this bowl, fill them to cover them with water, put them on the stove, bring it to a boil. Once it boils, put the top on, turn it off or to low, depending on your low setting. Some people's low setting is super high. So if it's like full blast at low, turn it off, let it sit on the warm stove for 10 minutes, set a timer, and your egg should be perfect. You can put a little vinegar, about a teaspoon of vinegar, into this water to make the eggshells peel off nicely at the end. So that's how to do it on the stove. I'm gonna go ahead and use my little handy dandy egg cooker because I just love it. It has a little tray in here. How many does it cook? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 eggs at one time. And then there's a metal piece at the bottom here, okay? It comes with this little measuring cup and it shows you, do you want your hard-boiled eggs, medium, or soft? And you will fill the water to that line on this cup. So I always fill it to hard-boiled because that's what I usually make anyway. So fill her up with water, hard-boiled all the way to the top. Pour this little tiny bit of water into the egg cooker's base, the metal part. At the bottom of this little tiny cup, there is like a little pin. This is what you're going to do with that. This recipe is going to call for 4 eggs. You can double this recipe if you have more people in your family. It'll feed around 2 to 3 people, the 4 eggs, okay? So what you're gonna do is you're gonna pierce each egg with this little pricker at the bottom because you don't want the eggs to explode. Sometimes they do. So just hold the egg firmly and poke it. And then there's gonna be like a little tiny poke at the bottom. And then put your base here back in your egg cooker, stand that guy up. So I'm going to do 4 eggs. This is what we're having for dinner tonight. So I'm prepping it ahead of time. Now sometimes I'll just do 7 and I'll put it back in the fridge and I'll take them out for snacks and I'll leave them with the shell on. I won't peel them so they stay nice and fresh. Now you're going to put the top on and you're going to hit this little power button. It's going to light up in blue. Come back in about 8 minutes. This is all going to get steamy inside. And then it may or may not sing you a song. I have 2. I have one of these in my RV and I have one at home. One of these sings a song, like a little tune at the end. This one, I feel like it was like malfunctioning from the beginning, so it kind of just makes like a buzzing sound. But some of them sing to you. Depends if you get the singing version or not, but you can't really tell when you order it. So we're going to let those cook off to the side. A couple more ingredients before we come back after the eggs are done that you will need for this are 2 to 3 avocados. Good, nice, ripe avocados, the kind that you could mash the back of your fork with. I say 2 to 3 because it really depends on how big the avocados you are that you get. So the smaller the avocado, I would do 3, but the bigger the avocado, I would probably just do 2. It's also personal preference. If you like it really avocado-y, if that's a word. And then we're going to need some lime juice. You can use already squeezed or you can use fresh lime juice. You're going to need about a teaspoon, half a teaspoon to a teaspoon of that. I'm probably going to do half a teaspoon in the 4 eggs and 2 avocados because I don't probably need more than that. Let's see, do I want a quarter or a half? I can't decide yet. It really depends on how limey I like it. The lime, though, is actually just the acid to make sure that the avocados don't turn brown. by the time we eat them for dinner. So my family hates it when I go overboard on lemon or lime, so I'm gonna probably cut it back to 1/4 teaspoon. So I'm gonna leave that up to you on how limey you like it. Add 1/4. If it's not limey enough for you, add another 1/4, and we'll keep it at that. And we're gonna need a pinch of salt. So those are the ingredients for the avocado egg salad. It is absolutely delicious. It takes your egg salad to a whole new level, eliminating mayonnaise if you don't want to do a mayonnaise. And I'm going to actually serve this. I have some defrosting over here because I portion these out and freeze them. But these are frozen organic corn tortillas. They're the 6-inch version. And I'm just gonna I like to fry these up a little bit with some olive oil or avocado oil or coconut oil. You can use that too. Just a little bit in the pan. I like to fry them up, get them nice and crispy, but still have a chew to them. And we serve them on here for dinner. And then I'm probably gonna serve dinner with maybe some rice or some chopped up potatoes with olive oil, and I bake those. And my vegetable is usually for this like a green bean. So I'm probably gonna do green beans tonight. So that is avocado egg salad, and we're gonna come back in a minute once these eggs are done, and I will show you how to prepare all of this and how to store it. Stay tuned. And we're back. The eggs are all done. Okay, so I have already peeled our hard-boiled eggs. We have 4 in this bowl, and they took about 8 minutes, like I said. After they come off of that hot egg cooker, I pick them up and I put them in a cold bath of water to cool them down quicker so that I am able to peel them. Otherwise, you'll burn your fingertips off. So we have the eggs in this bowl. Our next step for our avocado egg salad is to cut 2 to 3 avocados, depending on how big they are. I think I'm going to do 2 today. Oh, the pit just came right out of this one. Didn't have to fight with it. So cut an avocado in half in case you've never eaten avocados before. Take out the pit. Usually I'll probably show you in the next one how I like to just take it, stab the knife in it, pick it up, pull it out. That's how I do it. I don't stab it holding it. Don't do that. It's bad. Then you can scoop out all of the delicious avocado. Again, get ripe avocados. Don't get ones that are hard. We want to be able to mash this with a fork, with the back of a fork. Speaking of fork, I need a fork. I didn't grab a fork. Hold on. Got a fork. All right, let's cut this other avocado. We're gonna do 2. This one had a pit stay in this time. So what I like to do is put it down on the cutting board, take my knife, push it in the pit a little bit, wiggle it back and forth. This one came out pretty goodly. I didn't have to wiggle it too much. And there it is. That goes in the garbage. These are 2 really good ripe avocados. One's a little firmer than the other, but still good. Okay. Now we have our avocado, and we have our eggs. We're going to take the back of a spoon. This is a fork, not a spoon. And we are just going to press with the back of the fork all of these avocados and mush them down like this. Just keep doing this motion. And it will smash. We want to smash, depending on how chunky you want your avocado egg salad. Really depends on how much you're going to smash these, because some people like chunky guacamole and some people like smooth guacamole. So however you like your guacamole is however you're going to like your avocado egg salad. I like it somewhere in between. I like it to be, sometimes I get a chunk of an avocado, sometimes it's just smooth. It smells good. Now, because I'm preparing this ahead of time, it's very important to add the lime. Otherwise, by the time we have this for dinner, it will be a brown egg salad and not green. So the lime is very important so that the avocado stays a green color. Okay, let's put in what I said before. We'll do 1/4 teaspoon of lime juice. And when I taste test it, I will add more. If it's too limey, I won't want more. And we're just going to do a pinch of salt, really just salt to taste. So I'm just going to pinch some salt in there. It's very simple. It's kind of like build it how you like it. If you like it more eggy, put more eggs. If you don't, take eggs out. All right, I'm going to use the same fork. And I like to just take the egg bowl with all the eggs in it and take my fork and knife and just cut the eggs up into bits and chunks. It's better, I think, to use the knife and fork rather than just mush them with the back of the fork. So that's what we'll do. I like a good chunky egg salad. I like to have, you know, some consistency to it. This is how I get my daughter to eat the egg yolk. She will eat this avocado egg salad, but she will not eat the yolk from a hard-boiled egg ever. Okay, now that we have chopped up egg, it looks so pretty and so vibrant, and we have mashed avocado, we are going to combine the two. So let's add the eggs. To the avocado and mash that all up. So this was 4 eggs, 4 decent sized eggs, and 2 decent sized avocados. Now you can also eat this as a snack or a lunch. I just like to turn my creations into dinners that everyone loves to eat. So I can get my whole family to eat this meal, which makes me happy because I only have to cook one thing. So I am going to add, just because I can tell there wasn't enough lime juice in here, I'm going to add that other 1/4 teaspoon. So this recipe will call for a 1/2 teaspoon of lime juice. I can tell my family won't yell at me that it's too limey or lemony. All right. Now let's give it a little taste. See if it needs more salt. A little bit more salt, just like 1 more pinch. That's really a personal preference too. And all these flavors are going to marry each other in the fridge while it sits. Okay, that is the end of avocado egg salad. It looks like this beautiful creation of green, white, and yellow. And I'm gonna store this in an airtight container, keep it in the fridge until dinner time, and then we're going to fry up our corn tortillas. This is what they're going to be served on. So you can use it as a snack, you can use it as a lunch, or you can use it as a dinner like I am tonight. Enjoy this recipe.